My name is Ada Wentworth, and this is a teen summer reading program for the McCracken County Public Library. We're very excited to have Lakilia Bedeau from Be Dynamic Inc. here with us to present vision boards and teach us what we can do with vision boards. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Lakilia, welcome, and thank you for doing this program.
Thank you, Leah, and to the entire McCracken County Library staff. It's a pleasure to be with you guys. And as she said, I'm Lakilia Bedeau, founder of Be Dynamic Inc. And I'm just excited to have this opportunity to share the importance of goal setting and vision boards. And, you know, I would love to be in person and interact with you guys, but however, we have to ensure that you're safe. And what better way to learn and grow than other than in the privacy of your own home. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So, next slide, please. What is a vision board? What do you think of when you hear those words? Well, hopefully you thought of goals, dreams, inspiration, pictures, a game plan, and so much more. A vision board is simply a tool to help you clarify your goals, inspire you, and to motivate you. However, the main goal is to bring everything into fruition. Today, we will learn how you can go about making that happen. Next. So a couple of objectives for today is to clarify your goals, inspire, and to create a vision board. Next. But before we get to the fun stuff, I want you guys to check out a clip featuring Oprah Winfrey and Steve Harvey and their thoughts on vision boards. Check it out.
Let's talk about what it means to dream, because I found it fascinating that you believe in vision boards. Yes. I find that fascinating.
Man, if I didn't have no vision board, I'd be in trouble. You got to keep it in front. It's on my laptop. It's the screen on my phone. It's on my iPad. It's on my desktop in Chicago.
That is so amazing, Steve. Like 10 years ago on the Oprah show, I was talking about vision boards and people were like, that doesn't work. You are living proof. It absolutely does. You have to have a vision and a plan to execute so that every step moves you in the direction of vision. So let's talk about your vision board.
Yeah, okay. It's got some stuff on it I can't share with people. Y'all would really be looking at me crazy, man, if you saw what it was. But my vision board is incredible, man. One of the things that my wife and I have on the board is we want to send 10,000 children to college paid for. Our goal, full scholarships, just her and I, not through corporate funding. Yeah. But we want to get there where we can do that. You know, we want to explore Africa and do more for the infrastructure over there. So people are like, you went over there with the school, so they could have more ways to trade. The big problem is no roads and infrastructure. So trading within the continent is off. You know, we would love to do things for the violence here in this country, but that's a whole nother project. You know,
that's all on your vision board, things you want to do and accomplish.
The money, the type of plane I would love to have one day is actually the inside of Tyler's plane.
But you also have, what I thought was interesting, you have like in the sleeve of your cuffs and you have in your pants, like I heard, 3.5.
See, when Oprah was on TV, she was one of the few people that ever had double digits. You can't get double digits on a daytime show anymore.
Ratings, yeah.
You can't do that because of the way TV is now. Yeah. But if I get a 3.5, that sends my show through the stratosphere for daytime TV. So what I do is on a lot of my pants that I get tailored, I have the tailor put 3.5 in the pants. I put sayings inside the hem of a lot of my pants. And I do that because I constantly have to keep those goals in front of me. You know, I know how much money I want in the bank. I know how much money I want to make a year. I have a goal. It's all there. I know what I want to do for my family. What I'm trying to do for them is create a life for them that my parents were unable to give to me, so that when I leave here, that my children get a little bit better jump than the one I had. Well, actually, a lot better jump than the one I had.
So somebody, Jennifer says, life is what happens when you're busy making plans. Should my plan be solid or flexible once I'm clear on what I want?
Well, it's a combination of both, but you got to get tunnel vision to reach your goal. You have to put blinders on and say, I'm laser beam focused on this. But know this, the road to success is always under construction. So just knowing when you strike out on your goal, you're going to have to get ready for flexibility, because it's going to be detours, pitfalls, stop signs, men working, delays, detours going around. That has to be expected.
And failure means what?
Failure means you've now learned another valuable lesson that pushes you one step closer to success.
It means go in another direction. It means you have to go in another direction.
Failure is not the end all.
No.
People keep getting buried under failure. I bet you that you have failed more times than anyone in this room.
Absolutely.
I promise you have. I'm willing to bet that I have failed more times than anyone in this room, because I have attempted so many things that you have no idea what I've attempted and failed at. But I don't let the failures define me.
It's God pointing you in another direction.
And it's clear about that. And you've got to be willing to go with that bend, because that bend in the road is the only way. Success is not a straight line.
It is not.
It's crooked. It's down in a valley. It's back up over a mountain.
So here's a question from Don in Valparaiso, Indiana.
You know, I started doing voice impressions when I was about 8.
Hopefully you guys were inspired. Every time I watch that clip, it just encourages me and inspires me to continue doing what I'm doing. So what I hope you guys took from that is vision boards and goal setting is not just for the average Joe or those aspiring to be successful. Once you make it to the top, so to speak, you still have to be intentional, and goal setting is the key. So let me stop and share a little bit about why, Lakilia, are you so passionate about goal setting and vision boards? So let's go all the way back. I'm not going to tell you my age, but social media was not popping. We did not have to worry about hiding behind the screen and, you know, not being able to talk face to face or be communicative, right? So grew up in a super small town in Southeast Missouri. And to this day, I'm like, are people not being born or dying? Because it's still 1300. Like, what's up? And we have not one stoplight, right? We have a couple of grocery stores, the mom and pops, so to speak. And I'm giving you this background so you'll understand when I say the next couple of lines. So, TV, not cell phones, not social media, TV was our form of entertainment. And that was actually in second place to trees and outside. My grandmother would literally lock us out the house and we would have to play outside all day, right? So that gave me an opportunity to dream. I journaled as a kid. And the reason for it is because growing up, I wore these huge red glasses, big red glasses. And I know everybody's rocking big red glasses and purple glasses and blue glasses now. And it's a fashion statement. Someone said I was just, you know, like ahead of that fashion trend. But anyway, those glasses made my life a you-know-what. But at the same time, it helped me to become the person that I am today. So I would literally get bullied. And this is a face-to-face. Like I said, there was no hiding behind an iPhone or a Droid. This was face-to-face talking. And so I never told my grandmother, I never told my dad, because I felt like that would make it worse. And that is the worst thing that you can do as a teenager, as a kid. You deserve to feel safe at school, or if it's church or wherever you are, you deserve to be safe. And I encourage you guys to tell an adult if you feel like you are being bullied. That's a whole nother subject, but it's a part of the story, so I had to put that out there. So I would journal. And then the journaling started into goal setting. And then the goal setting became vision board making. So goal setting, I would write down what I wanted to accomplish. For example, I wanted to join a sports team. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to have a job in high school, but my dad wasn't having that. But I had it on there. And that's the thing. When you set goals, you're not going to accomplish every single one, maybe on the first try or the first year, but don't let that deter you from, you can put it on next year. So if something didn't happen in 2020, guess what? 2021 is literally right around the corner. We're halfway through 2020. So just carry that on over. So no, I did not get a job in high school, but my dad understood the importance of academics. So I would shoot for a specific GPA. I went on to be that bridge in high school. And one of my goals was to get contacts. And that was life-changing. I know you're like, what? How? So yes, because of the bullying, because of being in a small town and not having a lot of entertainment options, you're just limited. And once again, that led to me journaling and making vision boards and practicing. And these are the 2 words of the day: positive visualization. And you like, what? That is a mouthful. No, you can say it. My 4-year-old, he can say it. So positive visualization is just simply seeing yourself in a better situation. If you're from Paducah and you feel like it's a small town and you want to go to the big city, guess what? Dream. Think about it. See yourself in New York City. See yourself in California. If you are a single mom and you're like, Lord, we're in the middle of a pandemic and these kids, see yourself in that relationship. However, I would say, you know what? Make sure you're working on you, right? Because you want to make sure you're complimenting that person. But whatever your situation may be, a vision board can help you get there. It is attainable. Trust me, with a lot of work, hard work, not just work, but hard work and dedication, you can accomplish. So I went all over the place because that's what I do. Because I feel like when you have a script, sometimes you just have to go off of it. And if you feel like you have a word, you just have to say it. So I'm going to get back on track. So the big red glasses. So because of that experience, which I wouldn't change for anything in the world, I had to dream big. And I did. I saw myself going to college. I was the first in my immediate family to go to college. And we called those students first generation college students. I was able to get married, have the kids, purchase the home. Not 1 degree, but 2 degrees. So whatever your goals are, once again, it is attainable. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next slide. Let me take my notes down. So materials needed. So this is going to be our next slide, please. All right. So we're not in person, but it's okay. Okay. And if you're watching this while you're cooking or you're babysitting, that's okay too. You'll have time to go and compile all these things. Right now, you can just focus on your thoughts and hopefully just be inspired to take that action. So materials needed, poster board or a piece of paper. I wouldn't say go get like a candy bar wrapper or anything of that nature, but I mean, 8.5 by 11, you can make it work. Most do 11 by 17 if you're doing the chronological vision board, which we'll talk about that in a couple seconds. But most do your standard poster board, the ones who love to do the art therapy, gluing and cutting and all that, markers and pens. But of course, if you want to throw in some Sharpies, that's cool too. If you ever attend an in-person vision board workshop, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be like, Lakilia, I didn't even know they made those type of pens. I know they have the fancy ones with the glitter. And once again, you're going to be looking at this thing daily. You should be. You're going to be checking this out, so it has to be attractive. But if you're plain Jane, that's cool too. You can just stick with the Sharpie and the white poster board. You don't have to go neon on us, But you know what? There's something for everyone. Magazines are a really big key part to vision board making. But that's not the only source. You can have family pictures. You can do newspaper clippings. Whatever it takes for you to make your masterpiece and it motivate you to stick to your goals. Scissors, of course. I had my 4-year-old and 8-year-old helping me cut out some pictures for today's workshop. And you're going to see, so the 4-year-old, he's literally just ripping them out the magazine. Well, guess what? If you don't want to use scissors, just rip it out. It's okay. It's going to be all right. Glue, of course, or double-sided tape. And then you have your miscellaneous items. You have your stickers. You have letters. You have pictures, once again, that I mentioned earlier. You have your scrapbooking paper. You can be as creative as you want to be. And that's why I tell people, or most people tell me, man, this is like therapy. This is like art therapy. Because probably for once in that day or that week or maybe that month, hopefully not, because self-care is important, you are focusing on you. It's all about you. It's not about the spouse. It's not about the husband, the boyfriend, girlfriend, the kids, the mom, dad. It is me time. So whenever you decide to take on this project, I want you to make sure that your mind is clear and you are focusing on you. So that way you can get everything out. Next. All right, so there are different types of vision boards. And when you think of or hear those words, most people think of a collage. They just think of, you have letters, you have pictures, and you're like, what does that even mean? So guess what? That vision board on your screen may not mean a thing to you, but the person that took the time to flip through those pages and maybe read a couple articles here and there, because you know they got off track, that's fine too. It's all good. Remember, it's all about you. So those words, the achievement, the stay healthy, the live, the shine bright, those are all words cut from articles or pictures taken from magazines that they are using to help them with their positive visualization. So when they walk into their kitchen or their bathroom or their bedroom, they're going to look at that and they're going to go, hey, did I eat well today, or did I go over on my calories? Or, you know what, did I accomplish what I wanted to accomplish today? So you're just going to take those different pictures and words and use that as your daily reminder. And a side note, I recommend that you check it out in the morning and in the evening. Next. Okay, so we're just going to cut off the slide for a little bit, and I'm just going to talk your heads off. No, we're actually going to get into of why we came here. And remember, I am in my home. I am not in a studio. So we were trying to work out. You may have to go put on your bifocals. I should have probably brought my glasses out to see this small font. But hopefully you guys will be able to see it kind of, sort of. And I'm going to take my laptop and try to zoom in, but I'm going to talk you through it first. So the example that you saw earlier on the screen basically was a collage. And I call that your typical vision board, where you are just flipping through magazines and you're cutting out pictures and words that you feel are going to help you accomplish your goals or dreams. And once again, it's really important that you take a moment, and when you attend a vision board workshop, or at least mine, I actually have 10 minutes and call it a brainstorming session, because it's really easy to look at that Oprah magazine or Essence and Vogue and absolutely forget that you're at a vision board workshop. You just start flipping and reading articles. That's okay. But the purpose and the goal is for you to think about some goals, write them down. And I'm going to pause right there before I get up. So everyone dreams. Leah may be in her office daydreaming right now, like, Lord, Lakilia, can you please? I'm joking. But we all daydream at some point, or we have daydreamed, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about dreaming about being a better version of yourself, not only for you, but your family, your kids, your community. And so when you dream, that's just the first step. We have to put it down. When you write your goals down, that take it to a whole nother level. And then boom, you have vision boards. And that's the next level, because that goes into that positive visualization and helping your goals to come to pass or to fruition. So I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk the laptop over and I'm gonna turn it. My goal was to actually be charting it out while I'm talking to you guys. So what I'll do first is I'm gonna zoom in and I'll just do like a voiceover so that way you can see what I'm talking about. We'll start with the chronological vision board. And I say this is for people who are thinkers, I actually prefer this one over the pictures because, you know, I have bright decor, as you can see in my living room. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get inspired by just those bright flowers on the fridge or saying achievement. That's good. And if that's your style, more power to you. But I actually wanna write down goals and I break them down into 3-month increments. Because most of you guys, as you know, everybody sets those New Year's resolutions, right? We're not gonna even talk about 2020's resolutions. I don't want you guys getting depressed doing my workshop. However, most people start the year off, they're like, yes, I'm gonna join a gym, I'm gonna lose whatever, I'm gonna stop this habit, you know, and they're pumped up. But the minute that they have too many cheat days, they just give up. So if you do the chronological vision board, you're literally breaking it down into 3-month increments. So it'll be January to March. And what I encourage people to do is take it on down a little notch. So you know what? Check off those weekly goals. We need to celebrate the short-term goals, not just long-term, because life is like a roller coaster. And if you just want to celebrate the huge successes, I don't know. You're probably not the happiest person right about now. So I encourage you to celebrate those small victories. And I'm going to get up in a second for real, but I just have to share this with you guys, especially in the middle of a pandemic. Celebrate those wins when your 4-year-old is in the grocery store with you and they kept on their mask. Yes. You know what? Actually, that should be under health right now. I want to keep myself healthy. I want to keep my family healthy. Therefore, I am going to do what it takes. And then you can go on even further. I'm going to educate my family on the importance of wearing a mask. So please, and as a mom, celebrate those small victories because it's important. All right, we're going to walk on over to, remember I'm home. So hopefully you guys can kind of see this here. The important thing, hold on, let me scoot over. The important thing that I want you to get from this is the topics. So get you a nice ruler. See, that would fall under that miscellaneous category. And you want to make your grid. You don't have to be an engineer. Trust me, just get your ruler. And actually, if the lines aren't straight and you just want to freehand it, hey, you do you, go for it. So what I recommend people do is I want you guys, when you are thinking about this, think about 4 to 5 topics, areas in your life that are important to you. And for the majority, what I did is I focused for teenagers, students, moms, it doesn't matter if you're young, old. Health is probably a good category. Education, career, miscellaneous. You can break it down to travel, personal. So I just stuck with the basics. So I'm going to go up a little closer. And we have, hopefully you can see health. So once again, I'm starting January to March, and my goal was to actually chart this out as I talk, but because I'm in my homemade studio in my living room, that was a little difficult. So, but an example would be maybe work out 3 times per week, drink more water. And then if you were to move on down to April, June, you could maybe increase that water intake. You could increase those workouts, and we gonna go on down to July to September. That should be COVID-19 all over the place. Survive COVID-19, wear a mask, wash the mask. I mean, you can get creative, you know, go for a walk or just continue practicing your social distancing. All right, education. So this workshop was geared for our teenagers. However, you have some moms and dads. and even maybe some grandparents, maybe pursuing that master's degree or doctoral degree, but I chose to focus on high school. So maybe you want to start that spring semester with a 3.0 and actually attend school and not be truant. And then you move it on down because you want to graduate. Maybe you want to increase that so that your you may be able to get more scholarships with, say, a 3.5 instead of 3.0. But remember, baby steps. Celebrate the small victories. And then we'll not really zoom in. I'm like walking in. So career. Maybe you want to apply for a new position. Maybe your goal is to not only be a manager, but the CEO or the plant manager. So once again, you can make this your own. I do advise you guys to, once again, brainstorm in the beginning for about 10 minutes, because if not, it will feel like you're taking the Praxis or the PSAT or ACT, because your brain will just be all over the place. So brainstorm at the beginning, at the kitchen table. I wouldn't say in your bedroom, because you don't want to mix, homework, and that's supposed to be your safe haven, peace. So let's do this in the living room, kitchen table, but just brainstorm some of those goals. And once again, I'm gonna walk over here. You're gonna break it down 3 months at a time. So we're gonna just skip on down to July to September. So for parents, I'm looking out for you guys right now. So your goal may be, I need to come up with a plan for childcare right about now. Schools are rolling out their plans, or it could be, I'm going to homeschool. So am I going to start a business to allow me to be home with my kids? Education, once again, this may be a great opportunity, the middle of a pandemic, you're home, you've been wanting to do that doctoral degree. Maybe this is the time to do that. So this is what I call the chronological vision board, which is my favorite. So now we're going to rip this off, hopefully. Yay. All right. And I'm just going to toss that on the floor. And this is what I meant. My kiddos were helping me. Let me skip up a little bit. All right. So they were ripping and all that stuff. So this is just random stuff that they were, tearing out, cutting out of magazines. And my goal was to actually, I have more here to actually glue and paste. But because the video, I don't want you guys hurting your eyes and stuff. So what you would simply do, you would go, let me see if I can go over here to the table. Maybe not. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. We just have random magazines, stickers. You're going to take that, cut out what inspires you to get that promotion, that new body that you've been wanting. But guess what? Love you. Don't focus too much on the pounds and the inches. You're beautiful. Just make sure you're eating healthy, and don't worry about what people think. I just think someone needed to hear that. But another cool thing, they chose some makeup. We're saving money on makeup because we're wearing masks. So pretty much you just need your eyes to be on point. So maybe it's like, hey, I'm gonna save that money that I was spending on makeup and save it for that nice vacation that I'm going to take in 2 years because of COVID. By that time, we should have a vaccine, maybe. So this is your retail therapy. Oh, I think somebody needs to hear that. So retail therapy, if you want to cut out some clothes and you want to change your wardrobe up, you can do that too. So this is your, once again, your typical vision board when it comes to, I would say, art therapy. And you're going with your quotes that you choose, hang it up in a place that you can see in the morning, evenings, to remind you where you are trying to be. And that's pretty cool. I didn't even read that. It says, don't be bitter. That's pretty cool. Live your best life. And then of course I'll throw in my little stickers here, inspired. And so shout out to my boys for cutting out stuff. They did a lot more. And like I said, my goal was to actually do it live for you guys, but I think you get the point. So we're going to go ahead back over to the couch. Let's see. All right. Okay. Am I back? So we are going to go to the next slide. before we play that, I simply want to say, I hope you guys were inspired today. If not, watch it again, and maybe you'll hear something that you didn't hear the first round. And I want you guys to be you with a vision. That is my company's tagline, because we want you to have a vision for your life. That is where it starts. So this next clip is just a motivational clip. I always like to end my workshops with, a powerful message, motivational speaker. Normally I choose Eric Thomas. He narrates this one, and it's just fitting and relevant for the times that we're facing now. But remember, this is just the start. You can't just make that pretty board or jot down all those goals and stick it in the closet or leave it lying on the counter. You have to be intentional. And as Steve Harvey told you guys, failure is a part of the process. It's a part of the journey. It helps you gain that experience. So don't give up. And not everyone is going to understand your vision. So don't get discouraged by family members or friends that don't get it. All right? Just be you with a vision. So thank you guys for the opportunity to present. Hope to see you guys in the library or a spot near in the future when it's safe, and all that, because we want you guys to continue being safe. You guys be blessed. Check out this video, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Lakilia.
You're welcome.
Don't let your current situation affect your destination. This world is here to tear you down. There are people assigned to discourage you. But you have to keep going forward. You have to keep fighting. You have to keep going after your dreams and after your goals and after your purpose. Even if you don't know your purpose, you must keep going. Change your mindset. I know this current situation that you're in, you may not see an end of the tunnel. You may not see how you're going to overcome this. You may not see how things can get better. But I guarantee you, they will. Just thank God because of the situation. Because once you overcome this, you'll look back and laugh at what you had to go through. What stressed you out will make you laugh once you get to your purpose. You may not always feel like it, but you're blessed. You may not always think that things are gonna go right, but they will. The way your situation's gonna change. The way your life will change, the way your career will change, the way your marriage can change is by changing your mindset. It can change because you change. Your thought process changes. And you can change your situation. You can live without a lot of things that are stressing you out. What is really stressing you out is thinking about not being successful, thinking about not doing what you want to do, thinking about not accomplishing things that you want to accomplish, trying to satisfy others and not yourself. There comes a moment in everyone's life when you make the decision that you're tired of being tired, and no matter what or who, I want to achieve my greatness. I don't care about anybody else. I don't care about if you like me or not. I don't care if you look up to me or not. I don't care if you believe in me or not. I will reach my goal. I will reach my dreams. I will live out my purpose. And I won't let you stop. Every day, you have another opportunity to change, to be better than you were the day before. I know you may not be the best person. You may not be the best husband or wife. You may not be the best son or daughter. You may not be the best student in your class or your student in college or businessman or businesswoman. You may not be the best, but once you strive for greatness and strive to be who you're supposed to be, you'll be great. You'll be the greatest you that you can be. Don't try to be me. Be you. That's what God created you for. To be all you can be. There
was a guy once named Michael Jordan. And when Michael Jordan, at the end of the year, he would win what's called the shooting contest. And so throughout the whole year, he might have averaged 32 points. And he had the most points of any other basketball player as it relates to points in the game. But because Michael Jordan scored 32, he made millions more than everybody else because he was the top as it relates to scoring. But for those of us who know about the game of basketball in America, for each shot is worth 2 points. So in actuality, Michael Jordan only scored one more, possibly, and I don't think he did, 2 more baskets a game than the average person. But this guy was a millionaire and made more money than anybody else because of one shot. No, I need you to understand this. He was known around the world as one of the most popular athletes in the world, has made more money hand over foot than any athlete in the world. Why? Not because he made 10 more shots. Not because he made 5 more shots. The guy only made 1 or 2 more shots a game over the course of his career than everybody else. And he's better, makes more money, lived a better life than everybody because he sacrificed enough to get those 1 or 2 shots. And I'm telling you, you're not where you want to be financially, and it's not going to take 20 shots. You are not where you want to be in your marriage, and it's not going to take 20 shots. You are not where you want to be in your personal life. You are not the person you want to be, and it's not going to take you 20 shots. For some of you, it's 1 more shot. For some of you, it's 2 more shots, and you have not given yourself enough credit to say, I just need to get up a half hour earlier, and my whole life will change. I just need to get up 1 hour early. I just need to work 1 hour longer. I need to stop hitting that snooze button. If you were to make that one change, that one sacrifice, you would stop dreaming and start living it.
Imagine if you got what you want every time. No struggle, no hard work, no challenges, no hard work required. Some of you are saying that will be great. You would be weak. And then when something hard comes up in your life, you wouldn't know how to handle it because you have never gone through anything that strengthens you. You cannot grow without struggle. You cannot develop strength without resistance, without challenging yourself, without struggle. Pain is your friend. Maybe not in the moment, but for the evolution of your soul, for the long-term benefit of you as a stronger human being, pain is your friend. If you didn't have failures, if you didn't have struggles, if you didn't have disappointment, you could have no strength, no courage, no compassion. How could you? Those qualities are made from your pain and struggle. You are given pain because you are strong enough to handle it. You are given this life because you are strong enough to live it. Because you are strong enough to drive through it, to thrive through it, to inspire others through it. They will look to you and say, he did it, she did it. I have the strength to do it too. You are stronger than you think. You survived all your challenges to this point, and you will survive whatever is coming. But next time a struggle comes, I don't want you to curse the skies. Know that it was sent for a reason and a lesson. It might be to make you stronger. It might be to teach you patience. It might be for you to show others your spirit. There is a reason. So don't you give up. You have a purpose in this world, and you will only find it if you keep going and keep growing. Your struggle is a part of your story. Your struggle made you the person you are today. Your struggle is your life. Your struggle is your gift. See, many people look at struggle like it's a bad thing. Your struggle will be the gift that the world falls in love with. Nobody wants to hear the story of the man that was given everything. People want to hear the stories of men and women that endured pain and turned their struggles into a gift. Do you want people just to feel sorry for you? Or you want people to look up to you? Do you want to be a legend? Because legends are born in the belly of struggle. Fear is only a fictional movie, but reality is a struggle. Reality is the struggle. So take the struggle and change your reality. Because the whole time you were thinking that your struggle was holding you back, it was really giving you the tools to become one of the greatest. No more second guessing. No more blaming others for the problems you have in your life. It's a new day. This is my one-way ticket to my dreams. Your struggle is your gift.
I want to add, if you have been watching this whole program and you are now inspired, as I am, please don't hesitate to come see me at the library. My name is Leah Wentworth, and I'm at the McCracken County Public Library. And if you need a piece of poster board or a magazine, I can. Thank you, Lakilia.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.